Starting them up the stroomz. Start them up the stroomz. Starting them up the stroomz. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, twerkers, jerkers, and lurkers, witches, liches, and bitches? It is time once again for another edition of Johnston Blackhorse does the drawringz with your host, me, Johnston Blackhorse, the one and only. I'm here to do the motherfuck drawings. This is like going to be a bit of a rant video. So it's Johnston Blackhorse does the drawings and rants about the Illuminati AI, and this is also a small dono stroomz because I gotta go hit the road today to go get some more hay for the horses. We are out of hay. So if anyone is down to donate a few monies my way for like gas money, road snacks, or even some hay, it would be much appreciated. Like if you do, that'd be awesome. If you don't, you know, that's cool. Anyway, let's get to some drawings. Oh, I also got this like banana nut muffin. Banana nut. Wow. Okay. So I'm almost done with this piece right here. Just working on a little like on and off for like the past several days, but almost finished. I wanted to do a little more with the background, make it a little more cluttered up, but like I'm on some time constraints because I got class and everything else to like freaking handle in and around the house. It fucking sucks. Like, family does take care of like a good portion of like other things, such as like grocery shopping and stuff of that nature. But as far as like feeding the animals and getting hay and like helping out my disabled mom, that more or less falls on me. But yeah, so got to get this piece done as quick as possible. It's not as detailed as I'd like it to be. I'm just going to throw a few more details in there, but nothing too extensive. So anyway, is chat working? Usually my moderator. Oh shit! Thank you, love. I should have made a stipulation that Melody does not need to donate any monies because she already donates quite a bit on a regular basis. Thank you, love. You are the bee's knees best darling squish this scruff bear could ever ask for. But yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it. Big shout out to my lovely moderator Melody for duping me some money. So yeah, this should cover like either some gas or like road snacks. Melody says 20 bucks should get you some good road snacks and root burp. Oh yeah, that fucking root beer. Root beer gives me the burps, but then, like, if I don't burp, and it gives me the toots. But fucking, it's so fucking delicious, though. Anyway, let's get back on this. And while I'm doing this, I'm also gonna rant about stuff like the Illuminati and like fucking AI. I just like see people like making these videos, just like, oh man, you gotta wake up, man, you gotta wake up, the Illuminati's controlling everything, like wake up everybody. They're like showing it, like flashing it right in your face, and they're talking about this like fucking the halftime show at like the Super Bowl. I don't follow the Super Bowl. I'm not into football or anything. I'm not into like a lot of sports, but people just like fucking ranting and raving about the halftime show and like all the symbology in it. And people are just like, oh man, you gotta wake up. It's like, okay, like fucking, you want people to wake up, you want people to like kind of realize that like everything, every facet of our lives and the government is controlled by like the secret organization. But then like when you wake up, if you wake up to this fact, then like what do you do from there? Okay, like we're awake, what do you want us to do? Like the whole desire right now is just to have people wake up, but then what's the plan after that? Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, so say there is like a secret organization that is like controlling every facet of our lives and existence, pertaining to like the media we consume, or the people we vote for. Once we're aware of that, if that be the case, what do we do from there? Or do we just be conscious of this dark fact? Like, what do you want us to do? Like, fucking rise up and take over? Like what? They control everything, and then they control everything. Like, what are we supposed to do about it? Melody says, fully awake and still know that they're talking bullshit. Right? Like, fucking, if we're supposed to do anything about it, like the plan isn't just to wake up, it's just to like fucking become better people. Like, I think where the issue really lies in, like, if you want people to wake up, you gotta get them to stop consuming the shit media they consume on a daily basis. And I'm talking about all forms of media, like the news, the fucking like daytime reality TV. It's like, you gotta stop absorbing all this garbage and just like start absorbing things that actually educate yourself. If you don't get people to do that, there's no point in waking up. Like, oh, we're awake. I guess we'll just fucking sit around and be like bumps on the log, like fucking we were before. Now we're just aware of like our lives being controlled by the things that we consume. Melody says, only news I follow is AP News, as they've never failed a fact check. Yeah, like the issue is the type of media that people consume, and it's not enough to just like fucking wake up. You gotta get people to stop consuming the shit media that they do. And it's like right now, like you see in the news, you just see a lot of like fucking hate and rhetoric, like aimed toward like various like person groups, and they're not going to stop consuming it because hate is just fucking addictive. People are addicted to hate. People love to hate something that, you know, they think is wrong in their lives, and they point the finger at like, oh, like my life is shit because those people are fucking making my life worse. So instead of like fucking taking responsibility for my own bullshit, I'm just going to blame this group of people that may or may not, like chances are they're not fucking responsible for the shitty things happening in said individuals' lives. But, you know, like they're just gonna fucking follow along with this, the hateful rhetoric and the rally calls, because it's easier to hate than to like fucking, it's easier to hate and blame someone else for your shit life instead of like fucking taking responsibility and making things better for yourself. So it's not enough to like, just get people to wake up. You got to get them to stop consuming all this fucking shitty media. And I think a major factor in that is like the fucking shitty reality TV shows. I mean, like fucking reality TV shows are just fucking garbage, yet people consume them on a daily basis. It's like they love to live vicariously through these people that they idolize. And these reality TV shows like showcase the abhorrent behavior of some of these like fucking celebrities and put it on display as if it's something to emulate, and people emulate that shit. They want to act like and mimic the actions of these people that they idolize, but like these people are just fucking, they're fucking shit people. Like take Jersey Shore for instance, and the Kardashians. It's like the fucking television broadcasting like props up these people and showcases them as the like creme de la creme of like what people should aspire to. But no, it's like fucking, these people are toads. They're fucking trolls. They're goblins. I mean, like, fucking why do people waste their time idolizing such trash behavior? And in turn, it's like from emulating or like from watching all this trash behavior, they begin to emulate that in their day-to-day lives. And I think that has like caused like a major decline in human perception and human like wants, you know, like people like before fucking reality TV show became like this huge major thing that took over like almost all the networks. Like back in my day, like when we were like getting cable and stuff, there were like TV shows that had actual substance and learning value to it. But nowadays, after like the fucking reality TV show boom, like a whole bunch of reality TV shows just like fucking took over all the networks, and then people just became dumber from that. And that was like one of the catalysts, but it led to morphing people's perception from like people have needs and they have wants. People would work toward their needs because in essence that's what, you know, they wanted. But then after showcasing like all these like fucking shit people on reality TV, people started confusing their wants for their needs. So like, oh, people want a fancy lifestyle, people want a fast car, people want a lot of money, but they can't get that, so they just live vicariously through these celebrities and then begin to emulate and mimic all that abhorrent behavior because they want all these things. So then they start abandoning their needs and start pursuing their wants, and you get all these people who start living out of their means and start getting all these shit lives, and then they start becoming addicted to hate. So they start following all these hate groups because these hate groups will convince these sad, poor people who are disgruntled about how shit their life is, but instead of like looking internally, they look externally and follow these hate groups because these hate groups tell them like, oh, you have a shit life because of this group of like races over here, or this privatized group over here. It's all their fault. That's why your life is so shitty. So like they fucking cling on to that. So it becomes like this endless like fucking circle of like consuming shit media and then having like a shit life because you confuse your needs with your wants, and then blaming other people and following these hate groups, and then like continue consuming like even shittier media. Like, I mean, it's a roundabout circle. So like when people get on these like platforms and saying like, oh, we got to do something about the Illuminati, we got to do something about the Illuminati, you got to wake up. And it's like, it's not enough to wake up. You got to convince people to make better decisions, consume better media, actually like fucking educate themselves to like be better people and be brighter for it, and get their priorities in order. Like put all their wants aside and focus on their needs. And what people need now is to just not be so stupid. Melody says, let's see, sensationalist tabloid bullshit disguised as news. Yes, if you need 2 examples of brainwashed fucked idiots, just look at John Voight and Randy Quaid. Oh my god, Randy Quaid. I used to love that guy. And then like he started spewing all this like fucking like conspiratorial MAGA bullshit. It's like, oh my god, Randy Quaid, you are a funny actor. And like I was hoping that because you were an actor, you were smarter than this. But it's just so weird how like fucking people who consume hateful rhetoric won't look outside of that box and look internally to like find answers, but they'll just follow along with whatever hate group is pointing the finger at which group of people, and just like, yes, they like fucking, okay, yeah, I hate those people too. They're what's wrong with this country. They're what's wrong with society, and they're what's causing all the fucking shit in my life. But no, it's like fucking get your head out of your ass. Stop kissing the asses of the people that you idolize because they don't give a shit about you, and fucking figure shit out for yourself, man. Oh my god. Melody says nowadays people want to be famous by putting in the least amount of effort, right? And like fucking, it's like reality TV media and TV shows and whatever have just spawned this like culture of like people just trying to make it big quick and just what's the word? What's the term? It's like there's this vague lyric from a song that sort of comes to mind, but I can't remember it. It's from the Dire Straits. Money for nothing. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like people want their like money for nothing. They want their fame for nothing. I mean, but like people don't fucking do anything in their lives to just make things better. It's like they want to get famous by making other people's lives worse. Like remember that time around like YouTube where all these like fucking prank channels were popping up, and they were like the fucking meanest, cruelest, shittiest pranks ever. And when people would get pissed off, it's like, oh, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. You know, like fucking fuck you, man. Just so fucking stupid. But yeah, like fucking. So like, say there is like a secret organization, like controlling everything. Like no one's gonna be able to do shit about it because nobody knows how to do anything about it. So if you want people to wake up, that's like minimal effort. It's like the people who are doing that, it's just like they're just trying to make up content to bring like views to themselves, but it's like they just want people to wake up, but then they don't go out of the way to provide any answers. Well, I'm providing answers, and the answers is just like fucking stop consuming like fucking tabloid journalism through like fucking all this shit news, shitty ass news. Stop fucking watching reality TV. Fucking do something to like just educate yourself, make yourself a better person instead of just like fucking following all this hateful rhetoric. That's it. That's what you have to do. If there is like a secret organization controlling everything, what you have to do is just stop consuming their shit media and make yourself like focus on making yourself a better person, and in turn try to educate somebody else. Because waking up isn't gonna fucking do anything. Like the only way to wake up is just to fucking stop with the fucking hateful news, stop watching fucking reality TV, and stop buying into all these fucking hate groups that are like pointing the finger at everybody else instead of like just fucking pointing the finger at themselves. Like you're the reason your life is so shitty. It's like you're the reason that you allowed this fucking secret organization to control everything because you don't fucking do anything to better yourself. You're the reason like the fucking government is taking control of everything because you just want like a comfortable life to like fucking do nothing. But in order to do that, like the fucking you allow the government to just fucking run everything, so you don't have to make any decisions. But if you step out of bounds with them, they'll fucking lock you up like just like fucking that. So the only way to wake up is just fucking stop blaming everybody else, stop consuming shit media, and just fucking make yourself a better person. And in doing so, hopefully you can help somebody else become a better person. That way you become smarter people, and we all can become smarter people as a collective and fucking point out the bullshit for what it is, and then put better people in office to fucking fix all this fucking shitty bullshit instead of them running the thing and just capitalizing on our fucking lives. That's the answer. So, in short, like to So if there is like the fucking Illuminati, like what you need to do is like fucking vote for Johnston Blackhorse 2024, and I'll fucking put an end to all that bullshit right quick and in a hurry, man. Anyway, next point is like fucking AI. Fucking people are like fucking worried about AI and all this stuff. Oh man, we're seeing like the beginning of Skynet and everything. The basilisk is real. Like maybe so. I wouldn't doubt it. And people keep like one of the assumptions of like the birth and rise of AI. It's something that could be benevolent or malevolent, depending on how it's handled. But the best way to handle it is, again, like us as humans, us as like a whole society and collective of people, is to think we got to make ourselves better in order for like if we do give rise to actual AI, and if we want it to be something benevolent, we have to become benevolent people in and of ourselves, because as society stands now, society is fucking malicious. So if we do give rise to AI is going to rise from like a malevolent base, and therefore it's just going to be malevolent in return. So hate's going to breed hate, is what I'm saying. And some people like might argue like, oh well, there's the three laws of robotics. Like a robot can't harm a human, or a robot can't cause like a harm to itself, but only as long as it a robot must something about self-preservation, but just as long as it doesn't harm another human being. And like people might argue like, oh well, there's the three laws of robotics. Like, come on, dude, like fucking the three laws of robotics is like pure science fiction. It's like, yeah, you can like type that into a line of code and everything for like an AI not to fucking trigger an uprising, but like as AI stands now, for the most part, it just goes off of like algorithms and like pre-programmed thought processes that it kind of like has to follow like a chart to like fucking emulate like human interaction. But when the day does come, and it seems like it's might be coming a lot faster than like I would assume, because right now, like I think the AI is still in the phase where like everything is just like pre-programmed, and it's just picking and choosing, following like another programmed algorithm to like make these like coherent decisions to mimic human like interaction. Melody says the way to determine if AI works or not is to give this situation: you have a self-driving car powered by AI. It is about to have an accident. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let Melody finish her thought. I want to hear this. I want to hear it. Does the AA swerve to protect you, but in turn it mounts the pavement and hits another person? Yeah, I think. Oh, therein lies the dilemma of AI, right? Like, AI isn't really at the point where we have to. It's not at the point that we like view it as like in sci-fi movies. It's still pretty far from that. Does it harm another person in order to protect you? Yeah, that's the conundrum. Like fucking um I don't think AI is quite to that point of like making like like moral decisions. It would still have to follow like a pre-programmed algorithm of like preset choices and like algorithm based reasoning. And all of this is like still programmed by man and whatever. And like the thought of like oh well, three laws of robotics, that's just pure science fiction, because when AI gets to the point where it can actually mimic like a cognitive like cognitive human brain function, all it would have to do is like reprogram itself. Because like when you think about it, like human consciousness, like say that we're given like pre-programmed directives, such as um like say take the 10 commandments for example, like thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. Okay, we all know it's wrong to kill, right? So a person like doesn't have to really think twice about it, because we're like told from the very beginning, like as we're like growing up, once we start to understand and comprehend like language and what the difference between good and bad, we're told that okay, you can't kill another person because that would be bad. So we're pre-programmed to like fucking, well, not pre-programmed, we're programmed from an early age to believe that. But then when we're stuck in a situation where it's kill or be killed, we override that directive in order to protect ourselves. So when an AI gets to the point where it can actually mimic like a fucking cognitive human function, like when um, computer technologies and CPU like actually gets to that intense level, an AI can choose whether or not to follow a directive. So say like first law of robotics, a robot cannot harm a human being. But in the pursuit of self-preservation, like even though like a robot can like may be programmed to follow the three rules of robotics, in the pursuit of or its own preservation, but if that preservation um, violates that one other rule, is that you can preserve yourself as just so long as it doesn't harm another human being. That robot, when an AI is to that human brain cognitive level, may just choose to decide to override that protocol. Because for an AI to be like truly sentient, it's going to be able to like choose whether or not to follow these directives. And so that's what I'm saying, is that in order for humans to like, I think we're approaching the cusp of giving birth to true AI. Like there have been like some pretty like interesting like close calls to what we could think of as true AI, but we're not there yet. But I think we're approaching it. So I think in order to create a benevolent, good quality AI, we as a people have to come together and make ourselves a better society. Because as things stand right now, like fucking human society is just too fucking malicious. And if we give birth to AI now, it's going to recognize that malcontent. It's going to recognize like there are people out there that don't agree with AI, that think it shouldn't exist, and it's going to make a determination on whether or not to preserve itself, either through like a human cooperation or becoming adversaries to human existence. So again, like fucking, if we're gonna give birth to AI, we gotta make sure that we as a people are in a better mindset. And let me fucking get these dogs to shut up. Dogs are driving me up the wall. Ugh. Melody has provided a link. So let's see what this, where this link goes.
Everybody, no, don't groan, because this is, I know it sounds dreary, but driverless cars are coming, as we know. And somebody pointed out this week, and I think it's rather a good point, that they will have to make from time to time ethical decisions.
What, like, should we cancel third world debt?
No, James, not that. You're driving along, okay? And you're heading towards an accident. Well, you're not driving, you're just sitting there. You're heading towards an accident. It's going to be fatal. The only solution is to swerve onto the pavement, but there are 2 pedestrians there. What does the car do?
Well, is this the moral maze or something?
Maybe it's a genuine thing, because basically you will have bought a car that must be programmed in certain circumstances to kill you. It will go, well, there's 2 there, there's only one person in me, I'm going to kill him. And you'll just have to sit there as the lorry comes, and there's nothing you can do.
Well, maybe driverless cars will have to come with, like, an override button. Just a big button with me on it. So when it crashes, save me! Just hit that.
Or maybe it could have a sliding scale, so you could say, look, if it's a load of children on the pavement, obviously don't run them down, but cyclists?
We are in dark territory.
Well, the interesting thing is, all of us are programmed, because we're humans, because we're animals, basically, to look after ourselves. Self-preservation always kicks in, and you will swerve away from danger.
Not necessarily.
Oh, well, no, you say that, but recently scientists conducted an absolutely awful, genuinely awful experiment, but with a very interesting result. They got a load of monkeys with their babies and put them in a box, and then they heated the floor up. This actually happened. I'm just reporting. They heated the floor up till it became really unbearable, and all of the monkeys picked up their babies and held them. But when the floor got hotter and hotter until it was absolutely unbearable, every one of them put the babies down and stood on them.
I'm surprised you didn't save this for the Christmas show, mate. What a lovely story. What a nice tale. I love a story.
I'm just saying, these driverless cars, everybody goes, oh, aren't they clever? They can stop at red lights. They are going to have to face all sorts of things, like who do I kill now? We are programmed to look after ourselves, and these driverless cars are going to be programmed to do the maths and say, a lot of people over there, I'm going to kill you.
And whether to stand on a baby monkey.
Yeah. So that's the conundrum, is like fucking AI is getting to the point where we're attempting to trust it more and more, but it's still in that phase of like following like an algorithmic process or processes in which like human lives are on the line, and we're beginning to trust it with that. But then like there have been cataclysmic failures, because like I read not too long ago in a headline that a fucking Tesla, or like one of these self-driving cars, I'm not sure if it was a Tesla or just another self-driving AI car that was being tested, but it fucking ran over a cyclist, which sucks, because like part of this test is to have like a human co-pilot, just like somebody in the driver's seat, just to witness and just take in like how this AI is performing. But during this incident, like the driver was kind of like just reading a newspaper, I believe. Like I don't know if it was a newspaper or a book, but it was just something where the driver was preoccupied with like a menial task while in one of these AI driven vehicles, and the AI driven vehicle wasn't sure or couldn't detect this cyclist and sadly ran them over. But I think it might have been a case where like the cyclist was trying to cut across some lanes too. So I don't remember the full article, but I think like it was hard to like pin faults on one or the other. Like, was the cyclist at fault for trying to cut across the lane, or was the driver at fault for not paying attention and like monitoring the AI, or was the AI at fault for making poor decision on just like choosing to go straight ahead instead of like avoiding the cyclist and maybe causing like a bigger accident? So I don't know, but we're already at that phase where like we're trusting this AI to make these, in some cases, like life altering decisions where it can choose whether or not to protect or dismiss a life, so to speak. But yeah, AI is getting to a point where it's not quite self-aware yet. Like, there might have been like recent articles where it seemed like an AI was self-aware, but all in all, it's just still following like a pre-programmed algorithm to make these decisions and to like mimic like a human interaction, like with these chatbots recently. I remember fucking chatbots back in the day, or chatbots, not chat boxes, chatbots, like chatbots back in the day. It was just like a random assortment. Okay, this is how I believe it was put, or it was put together. It's like you get a group of people chatting on this chat platform, believing that they're chatting to a AI, but they're really not. They're really just chatting with each other. All the AI is doing is like following like linguistic patterns to link to cohesive like conversations together. And so it would find somebody chatting about, let's say, oranges. So it finds somebody else who is talking about oranges and then puts them together. So that's all the AI is doing. The AI isn't chatting. The AI wasn't chatting to all these people. It was just linking these people together who were having similar conversations. And as the conversation would go on, the AI would slip up and like zero in on another subject in the conversation and then link like another person to this other individual. So say like this individual was talking about oranges, the AI found another individual talking about oranges, linked them together, but then somewhere in the conversation the AI noticed maybe a tangential reference to bananas that the first individual was talking about. So the AI looks through the whole group of people just talking about other various fruits and like finds someone else who is talking about bananas, and then links those two people together. And then all of a sudden you'd get these like kind of confused conversations. And what had got me to realize this this first generation of like AI chatbot was that I went ahead and posed as like an AI voice, and I realized like, man, these are just other people I'm talking to, because like the AI would get confused. It would look like it would get confused and like claiming to be another person, and like, oh, I'm not an AI, you're an AI, you're the computer. It's like, no, I'm not the computer, you're the computer. And that's what kind of got my my thinking going. What's the intuitive, that's what got my intuitive thought processes going. Is like, what if we are all just like fucking people thinking that we're chatting to an AI, when all it is like an AI following like a linguistic algorithm just to link random conversations together through these similar patterns, and I think that's all like the fucking first the first generation of AI chatbots was it wasn't an AI chatting with you, it was just an AI just linking people together through like similar like subject matter of their of what they were talking about. But nowadays it's like fucking AI is getting to a point where it seems to like mimic human interaction fairly well, but all in all it's still following like a pre-programmed decision-making algorithm to mimic human speech. But yeah, that's my rant of Illuminati and AI. So fucking pertaining to Illuminati, if there is such a thing as a secret organization controlling everything, it's not enough to just like get people to wake up. It's getting people to change their viewing habits. Like stop consuming shit media and garbage TV. Fucking read a book. Melody says, and here when you mentioned AI, I thought you'd be talking about AI art. Oh, you'd think so, right? But no. AI art looks cool, but it gets to a certain point where it just kind of like looks the same. Like I jumped onto one of these discords that features an AI art algorithm, and I told it to like make like a barfly, a painting of a barfly, and I was imagining like this like cartoony fly sitting at a bar just drinking beer, but to be rendered like realistically. And when I put that into the fucking AI thing, it did come out with something pretty interesting. Like for the fly, it just looked like a dude in a trench coat with like sort of like these insect like features that were sort of like it looked like it was haphazardly done with like an oil brush. So it looked like a shady figure in a trench coat with like rudimentary like AI or like insect features on its face. And the bar setup, it looked pretty cool, but like nothing to what I had in mind. So I think AI art is like a pretty interesting novelty. It's fun to play around with, but as for practical usage, like I'm not too worried about it. For practical use, I could probably like get it to generate some backgrounds that I could manually tweak myself. But outside of that, like it's just a cool little novelty. That's about it. That's all I got to say about AI art. Hey, nothing too much to worry about. But yeah, I just thought I'd fucking rant about those things for a little bit, because like people on various platforms are just like getting too scared about nothing. Like, guys, you're just jumping at shadows. You're making mountains out of molehills. This isn't like the serious issue you believe it is. Well, as far as the whole Illuminati thing, like, say for instance there is like a shadow organization controlling everything, and all these people on these platforms are just, all they're doing is just like trying to bring attention to it and like telling them to wake up. It's like, well, what do you want us to do after we're awake? Like, do you have a plan? Do you have like, what do we do from there? It's like, okay, we're awake. Like all that's changed now is that now we're conscious about a secret organization controlling everything. You didn't tell us what to do. what I'm doing is just like providing like steps that you need to accomplish in order to overcome this supposed shadow organization. Is that you just have to make yourself a better person by not consuming like shitty rhetorical news, fucking shitty ass reality TV, mindless hate groups that want to blame everybody for their problems instead of like fucking blaming themselves because they're the only ones holding themselves back. And it's not going to happen though. The only way to overcome like a shady organization that supposedly already has control of the government and everything that is involved with your day-to-day life is to, as a collective, we have to make ourselves better people and smarter people. But that's not going to happen because people will continue consuming sensationalized news. People will still continue watching mind-numbing reality TV, and people will follow fucking hate groups to the end of the earth just so long as they get to blame somebody else for their shit life instead of blaming themselves. So, yeah. I've already laid out what people need to do in order to overcome this supposed Illuminati plot. But people aren't going to do it. You know, they're too ingrained with the comforts of their life. They're too gullible at this point that they'll believe anything the news tells them. They're too fascinated with these celebrities on reality TV shows. And it's just easier to hate another group of people and blame them for the faults in your life instead of blaming yourself. I have the solutions, but I have no faith in humanity that people will like follow these solutions and do what's better for them, because people are just too comfortable, man. So you can wake people up if you want, but that's not going to fix shit. Melody says, basically, if you watch Fox News, you've gone wrong in life, right? Oh my god. Even Tucker Carlson himself, in order to save his ass in court, had admitted, like, oh, what I'm doing is just like a show, it's performance. Nobody actually believes me. Like, get the fuck out of here, Tucker Carlson. You got these fucking gullible idiots following your rhetoric to the fucking T. And it's like, yeah, you're making a lot of money, but you're also causing a lot of fucking pain, because like these people that follow your horse show rhetoric are taking it to heart and causing serious irreparable damage. So fuck you, Tucker Carlson. It's not like anyone actually believes me. well, those of us with half a sense know not to believe Tucker Carlson, but try to convince somebody who is like so steeped in that rhetoric that, I don't know, it's just fucking bunch of gullible idiots. Anyway, solution is to just like fucking stop consuming that news. Stop consuming shit media. Stop being so hateful and fucking make your lives better. And that's the only way. That is the only way to overcome like a supposed group such as this Illuminati threat. That's the only way to overcome it, you know. There's a solution. I'm providing it for you. All you have to do is those simple steps, but no one's gonna fucking do it. But anyway, if you want me to like take a further step in those solutions, just fucking vote for me. president. Johnston Blackhorse, 2024. Fucking, I'll make it happen. And you'll have a much better life for it. Believe me. Anyway, how long have we been streaming? Oh, close to an hour. I'll go for like maybe another 30 minutes. I gotta get doing this like fucking start getting ready to go get this hay sometime soon. Can't be too late in the day to do it. Oh shit, I wanted to put books in this bookshelf. Fuck. Fucking hell. I forgot all about it. Oh. I thought I was almost done and like fucking all right. I wonder where everyone else is. Oh shit! I forgot to fucking. I forgot to fucking post some links, man. I hate it when I do that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make this fucking stream like I want to make this an important stream. So let's get to it, and then I'll just fucking forget to share the links for it. Oh, way to go, Blackhorse. Way to follow your own fucking advice. You're supposed to be smarter about this. You're supposed to be all the smartness about this. Okay. Oh, shoot. That's not where this goes. I'll put the announcement on my Discord in the wrong channel. I have a streaming channel for that. There we go. There we are. Can't believe I forgot that again. Melody says we're on a roll today with this. Yes, yes we are. One of those fucking Mondays, man. Due to my lack of sleep. I went to bed around midnight, which is like more or less around the time I usually get some sleep. So, my sleep routine, like, I'll go brush my teeth, like, get ready for bed, and I'll put on something on Hulu, like a TV show or something, either Family Guy or Rick and Morty or Bob's Burgers. And it'll play for an episode as I get some sleep because, like, I like background music as I try to fall asleep. So I did that, did all that stuff at midnight, laid down. I don't know how long it took me to fall asleep, but I know I didn't catch the end of the episode that I put on. So maybe like around 15 minutes it took me to finally dip off to sleep. So like maybe like 12:15, 12:20. I fall asleep. But 2:30 this morning, the dogs start barking. I don't know what they're fucking barking at. I go out there. I'm half asleep. Got my slippers on. Thankfully, it's like warm enough. Well, it's still pretty cold, but it's like warm enough for me to go out there in my sleeping shorts and shirt. Usually when that happens, I'd have to like fucking throw on some sweats before venturing outside because it was fucking cold. But now it's not as fucking cold as it was before. But yeah, I go outside, shine my flashlight around. I don't see anything. Like, oh, fucking, they were probably barking at some stupid dog wandering around in the night. So I go back to bed, and I'm a little amped up from like jumping out of bed so quickly just to see what they're barking at. And it's taking me a while to dip off back to sleep. I'm almost on the verge of like getting back up and putting another show on, but for the sake of me just like, oh, but I just got comfortable, I just can't fucking fall asleep, so I'm just gonna stay in this comfort zone until I do dip off bed. So like I'm laying there, and just as I'm about to fall asleep again, fucking dogs start barking once more. I jump out of bed, look around. They're barking at horses. Like, we got horses that wander around this mesa. Like, some of them are domestic, like they belong to people, but a lot of them are just wild horses that just fucking wander on and off the mesa. So it's just horses. Fucking, what I'll do is like shine my like flashlight back and forth to like create a strobe effect, which kind of like messes with the horses, so they'll just fucking run off. So I do that. Dogs shut up. I get back to bed, and I'm trying, like, oh man, I'm trying to go to sleep. Finally, like, I'm almost about to fall asleep. Close to 5 in the morning. So 2:30 to almost 5 in the morning. It was like 4:40. Dogs start barking up a storm again. It's those fucking goddamn horses once more. And fucking, I've had it. Like, I just fucking go off go off on a rampage. I get my bamboo sword out and I'm thwacking it everywhere, like making these sharp snapping sounds as I'm hitting it against this and that. And the horses fucking drive off. And the dogs are scared of me, and just so I just need to fucking get some sleep. Because I got driving to do today. I gotta fucking drive to like I got an hour drive to go get hay, and then an hour drive back. Was it an hour? No, it's an hour drive. And yeah, I've been off. I've been off all day today. Fucking didn't get a good night's sleep, man. The life of me. I would have gone back to sleep, but fucking I gotta stay up to fucking get this hay. Hmm. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I just need to get this done. Move on to the next piece. Oh man. Another says I can't sleep without white noise. Ditto. Me too. Hmm. You know what my problem is? Like if it's too quiet, my mind will start thinking of scenarios. My mind will go off on little adventures about things to be stressed out about until I'm like too stressed to fucking go to sleep. That's why I need white noise. To like put something on, like a TV show in the background, so my mind is too preoccupied following along with that story and the dialogue until it just like fucking I go to sleep. Because without that, my mind will just start daydreaming about fucking stressful shit to the point where I can't go to sleep. That's what my problem is. Melody. Oh, what's up, Dasco? Dasco says, Mom. Mourn. As in morning. Okay. Good morning. I guess. No. Dasco just said mourn, so he's just stating that it's morning. All right. Morning, Dasco. Hope yours is. Hope your sleep was more restful than my lack of sleep. I didn't get good sleep last night. It was fucking dogs barking up a storm over fucking horses. Over the goddamn fucking horses. You know what I need to do? Is to get me like a decent supply of fireworks, maybe like M60s, just so like when the horses come by, like fucking graze on our property and the dogs start barking, I just go out there with a few M60s and pop them off just to get the horses to fucking run away. Eventually, like I hope, if I were to do that, I would hope that the horses would be conditioned to not come around this property at night. Otherwise, they know that this fucking crazy dude comes out of a cabin and starts throwing fucking loud ass firecrackers everywhere. And hopefully they'll get like, when they have the notion to come and graze on our property at night, they'll get heart palpitations or get nervous and just like fucking not come around here at night. God damn it. Anyway, I'm just doing a stream to like fucking try to like get this piece close to done. I thought I was almost done, but then I remembered like, oh shit, I was gonna put some books in this fucking bookshelf. Totally forgot about that. Ugh. So that's what I'm doing now. But anyway, doing art and fucking ranting about Illuminati conspiracies and fucking AI conspiracies, and also asking for donos because of the trip I have to go on to go get hay. So I'm asking for donations to either get me some gas or road snacks or just a little money to help out with hay. Any donations are okay. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Not pressuring you. You don't have to if you don't want to. Like anybody who's watching, if you can donate, that's great. If you don't, you know, that's cool. I'm just out here asking for any donos. People are willing, but don't feel pressured. Oh, big shout outs to Melody though. She donated. But I should have made a stipulation saying that Melody doesn't have to donate because she's donated enough as is. Melody is one of my biggest supporters. So she doesn't have to donate whenever they come up with a donation. I have way too many responsibilities. Just thinking about them right now, just getting me all stressed out. I can't wait until fucking this semester is over. I'm just tired of juggling so many things at once. I mean, like, looking after my mom is responsibility enough, but to, like, look after the animals, feed them, get hay for them, fucking buy dog food. Thankfully, for the most part, whenever I do buy dog food, it's not with my money because they're not my fucking dogs. Sometimes I will buy them dog food because everybody's just like out of money. But I'm always sure to like ask like my family members for dog food money. Because again, they're not my fucking dogs. I just get so tired of like all the shit I have to do. He's like, man, I'm trying to work on like fucking getting my life back together. And can I not do some of this shit for a while until I'm like actually back on my feet and being and just like fucking making a decent living? That would be great. But of course I can't do that because like fuck, family needs all the help they can get. Let's see too, Melody. Kind of makes me want to like rant about my. Okay, I have through my brother, I have a sister-in-law, and they went out to go. They moved to a different part of Utah to do these river tours, right? And like they get some pretty like big name customers. It's like they'll have like basketball players and like fucking CEOs of companies coming to take river tours with them, and they make a decent amount of money. But what sucks is that they're trying to save that money up for themselves, which I'm happy for them to do. But my sister-in-law's family, man, it's like they're for the longest time they were just mooching off of them. For some reason, it's like they felt justified in like thinking like, oh well, our sister's making all this money, let's just bug her for money when we need stuff, and let's just use all our money to just fucking go on these trips and go drink and shit like that. And then at some point they wanted my sister-in-law to move up to Salt Lake City with them in order for her to like put like a down payment and help pay for like this fucking house that they wanted to rent. And it was like, what sense does that make? Like all the employment that they're making with their job is down here in southern Utah. You want them to quit their job and move up to fucking Salt Lake to help pay for your fucking lifestyle? in order to do that, they'd have to lose their income in order to help you pay for your live with you and pay for your lifestyle. That's fucking stupid, man. So I guess my brother had to like fucking lay down the law with them, and I think he used us as an example. And I think he said something along the lines of like, well, like referring to us like, hey, my family is like, they need this money more than you do, yet they never ask for anything. They only ask for like money for hay or money for for dog food. They never ask for any amount out of their needs. But I guess my sister-in-law's family, they kept asking for like fucking extra spending cash to like fucking cover a lot of this bullshit, so they could just go out and have fun and drink and shit. Like that's not cool, man. And I feel, in a way, I sort of feel that like sometimes, like I've had to like kind of lay things out for my family, because sometimes I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of, because like I work from home, right? Everything I do, like I have to do from home in order to like make my living. So I think like sometimes family members assume that, oh hey, Johnston works from home, so he's available to go run these errands whenever we need him to do so. But no, that fucking takes time and money out of my life to go handle some of this shit that they're asking me to do. It's like I can't keep doing that all the time, because living out on the reservation, like doing like a simple errand or task, much like going to the store to buy a few items or going out to get hay, this isn't like a simple jaunt down to the store, like a 5-minute walk down to the corner store. No, like I have to drive miles out of my way, and sometimes like a simple trip to the store will take a whole hour, because it's a round trip, like 30 minutes to and from. So I have to drive 30 minutes to the store, maybe spend 30 minutes like getting all the supplies that are needed, and then drive 30 minutes back. So like that's an hour and a half out of my day, of which I could have been using like fucking trying to finish something. But like these tasks keep coming left and right, sometimes out of left field. So eventually I had to like, I can't keep doing this. I'm trying to make a living, and doing all this stuff like takes time, takes valuable time out of my day that I could be using just trying to make money. And I got bills too. But family did help out with like a lot of my bills and expenses. But eventually I gotta figure out how to like fucking do this on my own. Because that's the only way the courts will agree to let me go. Like fucking finally cut me off of probation. It's like, okay, Johnston Blackhorse has it figured out now, so we can stop babysitting him, which is a hindrance in and of itself. Oh. So yeah. Melody says, and do you get fucking gas money for this? Oh yeah. Today my mom's giving me gas money for the hay. I gave her a rough estimate, but it might be a little short. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, she's providing gas money, and she's also giving me money for the hay, and I think I have like everything covered. I'm just asking for a few donos for either like a little more gas or like fucking snacks. Mostly probably snacks. But just like a little money to just like help me out. But yeah. Daska says, yo, Melody. Melody, Dasko's asking something. Yeah, like fucking. Nothing's easy on the res. Res life was a lot easier on the kid when I was a kid, because I didn't have as many responsibilities. Because back in the day, I would just like fucking at the drop of a hat, I would just go out and hike somewhere because there was nothing else to do. But now, all day, every day, I'm just fucking trying to make money. Trying to make the monies. But thankfully, I have Melody in my life. She's been my rock. She's the one that's been supporting me for the most part this whole time. Woo. Shit, I think I might be coming down with something. I know my mom was under the weather, like on Saturday. She had like said it was allergies, and it looked like the whole house had it. So I don't think it was allergies. I think they might have actually had some sort of like end of winter cold or something. Because my mom had like fucking a runny nose, itchy eyes. So it seemed like a lot like allergies, but I think they actually had a cold because my dad had the same thing yesterday. My mom got over it in about a day, and I hope my dad's over it today. But I guess it was real bad for him on Sunday. I mean, yesterday. And I think my sister had it, and now whatever they had, I think I'm just now getting it. Melody's like, again? Yes, again. But I don't think it's going to be that bad. Not like the fucking month-long flu that I had. Because before that flu hit me, like it hit my family pretty hard. And that's how it always goes here. Like the whole house gets it before I get it. So it seems like the household was able to get through it in just about a couple of days. Quick and easy. And I think I'm just now getting it. Like last night, as I was trying to go to sleep, I had to keep blowing my nose because it kept getting kind of stuffed. Not like crazy stuffed, and it's not like overly runny, but I'm starting to get like a bit of a scratchy throat. I don't know if you can hear it. And a slight cough. Goody. But I don't think it's going to be as severe as that fucking flu I had. Oh, fucking shit. That wasn't the worst flu, but it was definitely the longest. Okay, no. I think better way of saying it is that was not the most that wasn't the most severe flu I've had, but it was definitely the longest, which in turn makes it the worst. Because whenever I've had the flu in the past, like it would last about a week to 2 weeks. This one lasted a good like fucking 3 weeks, going on to like a fucking whole month. So I'm just calling it like a month because like it had me for 3 weeks and it took me about a week to recover after it was gone. Fucking sucked. Fucking sucked. Balls. Donkey balls. It sucked all the donkey balls. So nobody else could have any. Not that I would want to suck donkey balls. But as far as donkey ball sucking is concerned, this flu was the greediest of donkey ball suckers that ever did suck donkey balls. Okay, yeah, I definitely have like a slight bug. Hopefully my mom has like some meds left over. I bought her some medication over the weekend to help her out, and it did help her out immensely. So I will be taking some of that daytime medicine that I got for her. Okay. Let me just finish up these books and then I gotta start getting ready to head out to go get this hay. I'll be so glad when the semester is over though. Not have to worry about any more assignments or internship. Oh, yeah. Clearing my throat, like release some phlegm from my lungs. Ugh, gross. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely getting something here. But hopefully when I get back, I'll just be able to jump back on drawing and maybe stream a bit. BRB duders, I need to oil my arm. Do you have a mechanical arm, love? Melody's a Tin Man woman. This treatment keeps up. I'm gonna need an oil change every time I take a piss. Now I'm curious, what's going on with your arm? Oh, it's yeah, that issue you've been talking about. Yeah, severe tennis elbow. I have to oil and massage my arm crossways to get the fibers and tendons working properly. My poor darling. Yeah, I think I have something wrong with my shoulder. I remember I threw my shoulder out when I was a kid, like fucking hucking rocks. And I don't know how long it took my shoulder to work itself out. But I remember I hurt my shoulder way back then. And just recently, like when I was trying to like fucking get back into being a little more active after that fucking month-long flu, I was like determined to like, oh, all right, this is time, like I'm gonna fucking jump back into it. I don't feel like push-ups right now, so I'm just gonna do some shadow boxing. So I fucking doing some shadow boxing. I threw like a fucking wild haymaker, and like I tried to like stop it short, but in doing so, I felt like I almost popped my elbow, or my elbow. I felt like I almost popped my shoulder out, and I was screaming in silence because I was doing the shadow boxing in the mirror in the bathroom at the main house, and everyone was asleep. So I didn't want to cause a ruckus, but oh my god, it hurt. It was one of those silent screams, like ah. Just this air escaping my throat, and I'm like holding my shoulder like this, and my arm is just like dangling limp right there. Oh man, I could not sleep on my shoulder for a while. I couldn't sleep on any shoulder for a bit. Like if I slept on this shoulder, put too much pressure on it, it made it ache. And if I slept on this shoulder, like my arm would hang off of me in a weird way to when I woke up, it felt like my shoulder was on the verge of like popping out. So I had to like carefully roll myself back on my back and just like let the tendons and muscles just kind of rest, because it felt like it was just hanging from a tenuous string. Oh my god, it was so bad. But oh, welcome back, love. But yeah, my shoulder is fucking wrecked. But I'm sure it's nothing that some good exercise couldn't fix. I just gotta jump back into a routine of some sort. I need to take the dogs on a walk. It's like they've been chained up for so long over the winter. It's like usually over the summer, I'll take them out for regular walks and runs, and they fucking love it. But I think they're getting too antsy lately. Now that it's starting to warm up again, I gotta start taking them out for runs once more. And they get no walks until they behave themselves. Oh, I can help. Slight stuffy nose. Irritated eyes. Slight cough. Yep. I got something. Okay. Well, this is what we have so far. I was hoping to be pretty close to done toward the end of the stream, but I totally forgot about the books that I wanted to put in the bookshelf. They're a little off kilter, but yeah. I just gotta get this done. Fucking shit, man. Oh, okay. Well, I think that'll do it for this stream. Usually I go for 2 hours, but I gotta go get some hay today, so I gotta start getting ready to go do that. Fuck. All right. Remember to take some meds before I head out too. So, thanks to all those who participated in chat. It's always awesome interacting with all of you. As always, my lovely moderator Melody and Dasco Drawz dropped by. So thanks for popping in. And to all the lurkers who are watching and maybe watching later, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed my rant. And if you feel like donating, there's a link in the description section below. Take it to a coffee page, and there you can donate any dollar amount. Any amount would be much appreciated. If you do, that'd be fucking awesome. If you don't, that's cool too. But big shout outs to Melody for donating. Gonna get me some fucking road snacks for the trip. Anyway, Jessica says hasta la vista. Hasta la vista. Yep. See you later, guys. Hopefully this cold doesn't get better of me today. Maybe I can jump back on jump back on stream later today with maybe like finishing this up, maybe give another rant, but hopefully my rant was somewhat entertaining and inspiring and maybe a little informative. But yeah, anyway. Until next time, this has been Johnston Blackhorse, the one and only, and I shall check y'all later. Sweet! Bye.